Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello and welcome to another VLOGMAS, and this one is a get ready with me, and we're going to start off after the gym session that I've just had this morning with cacao, which I'm very slowly preparing right now. Look at those chocolate swirls, that natural chocolate. Now let's add the sweet cinnamon, and then let's add some ground ginger. Give it a nice gentle stir, and now turn it onto a very low light, and I will leave it on this low light for about 3-4 minutes just to warm through, because it shouldn't boil. There's cacao, you don't need to boil cacao, otherwise you ruin it. And here it is, slow oats for breakfast and cacao. So, let's get ready with me. So, bring you up to date. I've had the shower. In the shower, wash my hair, shampoo and condition it. That's all I do for my hair. I don't dry it with a hairdryer. I don't put anything else on it. No mousses, no hairsprays, no waxes, no nothing. Like literally in a minute. I've already brushed it through, but I'm going to brush it through again. Part it at the side and just scrunch it, and then it just naturally dries. In the shampoo, I do a face wash and a cleanse. I did used to use exfoliator for quite some time, but I've seen online that, you know, exfoliating can cause damage and stuff, and I don't know. I think using exfoliator, I was starting to feel that should we really be rubbing this stuff in our face? So we're going to see how that goes. And all you're going to see me do is now, I can't get my words out, it's been an awful night. Solar flares apparently, hot sweats, the lot. So, I'm going to be using toner, face cream, eye cream, even though it's not really eye cream, but I'll show you in a minute. And then makeup, and I'm going to be trying this out. The very, 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 very famous Victoria Beckham, not conditioner, I can't get words, I do apologise, foundation that they're all going on about online. It's £400, it might as well be, it's £104, which many people are saying is a lot for a foundation, and I get that, but apparently there's some type of a system in this that is not in any other foundation. What that is has gone over my head. When I bought it, I had no idea of that. I just bought it because I saw it online and I fell for that trap. To be fair though, I've just got a brow pencil and 2 stick blushes from Victoria Beckham, and they are quite nice actually. I do like them. So we'll see what this is like, and I will be honest with you. And can I just say as well, before we get going, that everything you see in this video has been bought by me. There's no gifts here. There's no companies that have bought me products for me to sit here and say the most amazing things in the world. Everything that you see is my own. Because I think that's really important, because and I'll be looking at different ways as well. I'll be looking here, like that, not at the camera. Because I love watching this type of stuff, but one of the things I'm seeing at the minute is a lot of women are doing these get ready with me's, and it's just a sell. It's a sell, and it can make you feel, without even realising it, you can feel as though you've got to go out and buy that product because they really, really hype it up. And you go out and buy that product, and the next day she's using something else and hyping it. And I just think it's really, really damaging. I was thinking about it the other day because I'm stepping back from a lot of that online, even though I do like watching it. Because women love sharing recipes, sharing ways, sharing household stuff, sharing, I don't know, everything, face creams, makeup. Women love that type of thing, coming together in community. So when we see, especially older women, on social media like TikTok, and they're doing the get ready with me's, it's quite easy for people to see them using these products. And by the way, I've got the window open, so that's why you can hear the wind chimes. It's quite easy to see these products being used and fall into getting them without realising what you're doing, which I think is the big companies. So LMS, that's a big company. I think it's the big companies manipulating women to sell stuff, because they're realising that when products are used by models, like I said, I won't be looking at the camera, I'll be looking there. When they're used by models that are young, sleek, very thin, a lot of women just don't resonate with that anymore, and they're not buying it. But if they can use housewife type women, then women are more inclined. So I think there's a bit of exploitation going on. Just my thoughts, no facts here, but that's my thought. Yeah, I do double tone. So yeah, I just find it really. And if I did use a product that I had been gifted to try, and I do waff it, if I did use a product that I have been asked to try, which never really happens, to be quite honest, I think companies, if they watch the content, would realise I won't play that game. It's like if I was gifted a book from an author, I'd have to be honest about it, because I've been bitten so many times by booktubers that have done that. Good old Pond's cream. You don't see that advertised on TikTok. I'd have to say, I'd have to be honest with you, and I'd have to be honest about the product as well. I just feel really ick doing it. Yeah, anyway. If you've been following me for a while, you will know that I've went through a little bit of a battle at the minute with whether to wear makeup or not, which I shouldn't be. My skin's changing a lot, I'm changing a lot, and I don't know, there's part of me thinks I should go au natural, but then there's part of me that sometimes watches a video back of me going au natural, and I don't like it. I don't know. I have seen a skincare range, I've always seen a skincare range, and I've just got a hand creams. Oh, this is what Astral again, old-fashioned cream, Astral. I have seen a skincare range that I am tempted to buy once I've got everything finished that I've already got. And she feels very genuine, she feels very naturalistic. And her hand creams are working. It's more like a hand balm. But my worry with it is, if I start, because she says about when you really look after your skin, you don't need makeup, and she doesn't wear makeup. It's not that Peaches woman, because somebody's recommended her. I have seen her stuff, but there's way too many steps in that skincare routine for me. It just blew my mind. This is somebody else, and her routine has less steps in it, because she talks about the fact that as women we don't need all of these steps in skincare. But she claims that with hers you don't need the makeup, but then there's still part of that programming for me that just because I do like to put makeup on, and I think I'm trying to get a happy medium with the makeup. I've stopped wearing eye makeup. I don't wear eye makeup, I just put foundation on the eyes, because my eyes are going really weird with makeup, and having to scrub, because I have to wear waterproof mascara, and you've got to scrub and scrub and scrub to get that off. It just hurts my eyelids. So I was having a problem with the eyelids. And I used to laugh at women wearing eye cream, and think you don't need eye cream. But as I'm getting older, I do. But I was so lost as to what eye cream to use. And my nana, who is now in spirit, showed me a vision of, it's called Astral cream. Possibly the worst thing you could use, I don't know. Astral cream. And she showed me a vision of it on her bathroom window as a child, and the smell of it. And I've bought it. I know it's a big tub, but for eye cream, you make a range, I'm going to put it on in a minute. It does seem to be working. Like I said, I am actually a professional at doing facials, to be quite honest. Not a professional makeup artist, but so I am trained to do facials. But this seems to work. and that's it. On a night, I'd wear this. I'd put this on LMS Superfood, but during the day I don't. Then I've got like a little tropic lip balm. Right, here goes. I'm feeling quite, I've had this for weeks. I've still got the Armani left, but I thought I'd use this as part of my Vlogmas, well, our Vlogmas. Well, wait for it. Has any of you got this? Because when it came, I was a little bit, because it's the littlest bottle in the world, and that looks a lot bigger than what it is. Apparently you're meant to give it a right good shake. What does it actually say about this? Look what the glass is, but you're meant to give it a right good shake to get the, whatever is rattling. And so I've not even cracked the seal, to be honest. I just hope it doesn't. I mean, I've seen Victoria do it and she puts it straight on us. I don't like that kind of thing. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I don't know how this is even going to come out. If it, ew, who it is. God, it really doesn't come out. Maybe that's why she did it on her skin. I don't know. I don't like that. Should we do a Victoria Beckham? That's how Victoria did it. Oh, I don't know. You'd expect more ease, wouldn't you, at £100? God. I'm going to use a mirror so I can see. I did think about doing it like they do when they do 50 of each side with 2 foundations. You don't need a lot of it. You really don't need a lot of it. She's putting foundation on with her hands. It's not 2006, Claire. Is it like the dental stuff we used to use? Where you'd hold it like that and let it drop? Might be, actually. There used to be some ointments that we'd use in the dental surgery and you'd just hold them like that. Sounded rude, but you know what I mean? And you let the liquid drop and then mix it in to your powder for fillings and stuff. Sorry if it looks like I'm trying to get a better hair on me. I actually quite like that. Just put that there. Green. It feels a bit claggy on the skin. But apart from that, I mean, I like the fact you don't need a lot of it. Yes, Victoria, I do like it. I do like it. I do. Even got myself a new little brush out. Now I'm going to use the Armani. Why do women do that? Honestly, it will cringe you how I do stuff. But don't worry about it. The light in this bungalow at certain times of the year is really bad. In the summer, this bungalow is as bright as a button. But in the winter, the light is shocking. I suppose you can say that about any house. Well, I did like that. I did like that. I do like that foundation, guys. I do like it. I've said before, I think I did one of these in Haworth, didn't I? And I said, did I say in that one that for women like myself in their 40s and into their 50s, I think Victoria's in her 50s, isn't she? That grew up with their youth, either in their 20s or teenage years in the 90s and the noughties, that followed Posh and Becks and that. I actually think now is going to be Victoria. I know there's a lot of controversy around them and stuff, but I think for women and women's care and a generation that women that need a pick-me-up, I think now is it, because I've just watched her documentary, where I didn't realise how difficult she's found it to get into the fashion world and all the money challenges they've had. And one of the things that came to me watching that was that her time is now, as her generation of women are getting older and they're needing this pick-me-up, because a lot of the makeup out there is actually, it's all right, but some of it gets claggy in your lines, and I don't have procedures, or it gets thick, or it can mat up in places, or get stuck in your brows. And I think she's come in at a time and done some really nice makeup, and I think it makes you feel good. And I know people say, oh, you shouldn't wear makeup to feel good. I call BS on that. I think we should be careful of how we tell women what they should be doing. This is her brow pencil, which I do like, because I think if somebody doesn't want to wear makeup, that's perfectly fine. But I think if somebody does want to wear makeup, that is also perfectly fine. I think we shouldn't judge. And I think we're programmed online, and I do it as well. We're programmed online to judge women of what they look like, what they say. A little bit wild there with the brow pencil, Claire, but there you go. So that's her brow pencil, which I like. And I told you in that last one, didn't I, that I have a capsule makeup bag. So for although it's all, apart from the Tropic, which isn't too expensive, there's a couple of Tropic lipsticks, it's all designer makeup. Because I do find that when I was in my 20s and my 30s, I didn't need it. I could go into Superdrug and just buy the cheaper and stuff. As I'm getting older, I do need designer makeup because it just looks rubbish if I don't. And I think, why shouldn't I treat myself? So I buy less of it, but more decent stuff, if that makes sense. So like back in the day, I used to have numerous foundations because they were all cheap. I'd have hundreds of lipsticks, it was stupid. Blushers, I don't know. I just have a couple of each. So there's that one I think I'm going to wear because I'm wearing this colour today. I do like that foundation. And then there's that one. I'm going to have to look at this mirror. I do like that foundation. So, I mean, all will be revealed at the end of the day. When I put this on this video, will we have a check-in? I mean, I do reapply anyway at lunchtime. I just do a very minimalistic reapply of makeup. But I will come on this afternoon and just give you an update, possibly around about just after lunch, to see what's... I mean, I may not need to update the makeup. I may just need to, I don't know, reapply lippy. You can't see that, I don't think. Well, that's the... I know about all this whole makeup free thing, and I get it, I really do. But I don't know, I like this minimalistic look that I do. So this is an Armani, and it slaps. Look at that. I heard that word, slaps. I like that. When I was in my 20s, I used to wear those like really spicy pink lipsticks. I still wear them, but I like these ready ones now. Well, when I go in there and say, Gary, I've just tried it, because he was like £104. When I go in there and say, actually, I do like it. And we'll see how it goes during the day. But, yes. Right. Earrings. Should we wear today? I might wear those greeny ones. Yes. Do you know what I was saying when I was watching that Victoria Beckham documentary? I said to Gary, when Catherine has the coronation, when Catherine have their coronation, I think it'd be, I mean, people may not agree with this. I get, you know, but I think if Catherine had Victoria Beckham make her coronation dress, I think it'd be a real belter. If I was Catherine, I mean, she's got access to all the designers in the world. Victoria's fashions can be a bit out there, but when she does a nice piece, a classy piece, it's nice. And she has dressed Catherine before. I've said to Gary, I said, I think personally, when she has her coronation, it'd be nice to see Victoria Beckham do a nice dress. That's what I think. Anyway, perfume. Valentino. Always conscious of breathing it in. I know. Anyway. That's it. Ooh, should we wear a bracelet? So yeah, let me in the comments. Have you used this Beckham? See, I used to love their Beckham perfumes that were a lot cheaper than what they sell now. I used to love them in the noughties. The nighttime one was in a purple bottle and the daytime one was in a pink bottle, and I loved their perfumes. I've looked online, she does perfumes, but not those perfumes anymore. And I do like this foundation. I think it blends with your natural skin. Very similar to the Armani. I'm impressed. It doesn't really sit in the lines. I really like that. So yeah, Catherine Princess of Wales, Catherine Queen of England. Or is it Catherine Queen of the United Kingdom and Commonwealth? I'm not sure. I think her coronation dress would be amazing, made by Victoria Beckham. Yes, so we'll catch up again at the end of the day and see what's happened. But I do reapply, but I may not have to reapply. Yeah, my face whiten. And you keep your natural glow as well. It's nice to have two different foundations that you can rotate, I think, as well. Anyway, we're going to go make a gingerbread house. I'm going to do the predictions for Catherine and William and finish off this and any other content that needs to do, because we've earmarked Tuesdays for Vlogmas and content in December. So in case you want to go to some houses, we can go to them during the week and not when they're at their busiest at the weekend. Anyway, hello. So, I've not retouched. It's lunchtime. I'm just about to have my lunch. I've been baking this morning because we've been doing a Vlogmas and we've been doing a gingerbread house and it's been warm in there. And I've been having slight hot flushes. I've done another video for CTGT. And usually now, I think I want a bit of a tweak of my foundation. But, and I'm looking at the camera now, from what I can see, the Victoria Beckham is lasting out. I actually really like it. I really like it. We'll see how it goes. So I'll check in with you again this evening before tea time. We'll see where we're at. But yeah, interesting. I'm impressed. See you in a bit. Unfortunately, the light is wild. So we've got no natural sunlight because the sun is going down. It's getting dark outside. We've got the fake lights here. But to be quite honest, I'm still impressed with it. I'm still impressed with it. Do I think it's worth £104? I think it is, yeah. I know online some of the stuff that I've seen online, some people are like, nothing is worth that. No foundation in the world is worth that. It depends what you feel and what you want. Like I said, I've been using makeup since the age of 16, and I have had awful foundations, and I've had cheap foundations where you spend all day having to reapply, blend it in, it gets in the cracks, in the creases, it smudges, it runs, it looks icky, and your face feels oily. I've not had any of that, not anything. The only bit of reapplying I did was literally just after lunch. It was just around the mouth, and I don't even think I needed to do that. It was just we'd had soup and I'd had a napkin, and I just like literally the smallest dab of it. You don't need to use a lot of it. You get full coverage. It lasts all day. My skin just feels normal. When it first goes on, it feels a bit claggy and a little bit, but then it molds in. It's a strange one. I know there is a system in this, which is why it's so expensive, that actually works with your skin throughout the day. I'd say, I mean, I could do with a little bit of update, but it's the end of the day. And I think it's the end of the day. I've had makeup that's looked a lot worse than this at the end of the day. And I think we are meant to look a bit tired and a bit at the end of a busy day. But yeah, I'm impressed with it. Would I pay for it again? Yeah, I would. I think what I'll do with it, I'll rotate them. I'll use the Armani, and then I'll use a Victoria, then I'll use the Armani. They do say, and I did this, is to get a lighter shade than you normally would for the Victoria, because apparently it's a little bit darker than normal. But yes, and like I said, you know, why don't you do a capsule makeup bag? Or replace your makeup with better quality makeup gradually, because that's what I did. You know, when your lipsticks are done, replace it with a decent lipstick. When your foundation's done, replace it. Do you know what I mean? And build it up and have a capsule makeup bag is the best way forward, rather than wanting to buy all of the... If you want to go out and buy, I don't know, 5-10 foundations, which some people do, all for different things, you'll find this expensive. But if you just want a bottle of shampoo, a bottle of foundation that you just put on, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I really like it. I'm quite impressed with it. If any of you tried it, what do you think? Yes, so thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We